Hello everybody and welcome back to Tomb Raider. We're just going to delve right into things today by exploring our second optional tomb and kind of finishing up what we can of this area here, the lift area as I like to call it, before we move on. So I'll save the optional tomb for afterwards. I'm going to have a look around and see what kind of goodies I can find. I kind of just went straight to the campfire last time. I didn't actually have a real look around this area, and I think there's a couple of things to grab. I know there is a relic. There should be a cache or two around here as well. And we also have to have a look around so that we can finish our second challenge. So here is a document, and this looks like another one from Matthias talking about the Solari and getting them to build all of what they have on the island in the name of the long dead Japanese queen. So again, just kind of marveling more or less in Matthias's whole operation here.
This might be Yuan Dynasty. Could it be from Kublai Khan's lost fleet? Oh wait, it's a fake. Made in China.
So we have another relic set started. We have all of the relics updated on our map from completing our first optional tomb. So if you are just playing at home and you're taking your time and just trying to find everything, then you can probably use your abilities looking on your map to see where everything is. I'm going to climb to the top of this tower and see if there's anything interesting up here. They don't usually make you climb up here for nothing, so let's hope I'm not wrong. Maybe I am wrong. There doesn't appear to be a whole lot up here. Oh, here we are. Here's a cache. Not as exciting as I'd hoped, but I guess that's one more collectible out of the way. Oh, I didn't loot this body. Loot that body, and then I'm just gonna lightly drop down here. Lightly drop down, Lara. It's good in a way because it's very, very difficult to fall off of a ledge accidentally because she will always grab on, which is great when you're not wanting to get damaged, but when you purposely want to fall down, it makes it very difficult to do so. Here's another alarm for us to destroy. We just have one last one to find before we can complete that challenge. Another barricade. Another cache. That was a very well hidden one, buried right in the bushes there. There's another cache hiding in this little corner. And then I think this, if you want to use this as a shortcut, you can drop right down and this will bring you back kind of near the first area of Shantytown, but I don't see any other way to get back up, so I'm not going to do that right now, but that is an interesting way to get down if you want to. I would just use the campfire personally if it was me, but anyways. If we have a look at our map here, in this area we've mostly collected everything that there is to collect, missing a couple things in the first part of Shantytown. I'm going to highlight that cache on my map and grab it while I'm here. Because again, I will probably move forward with the story and I will make a return trip to Shantytown later, but while I'm here, of course, it is good to get as much as I can done at once. This little area here is completely optional. This is just a little side cave area beside the optional tomb. And this is a really good place if you want to get some salvage and whatnot. There's a strong box with some stuff in it. There's another cache here I almost missed. And there's a bunch of little pieces of salvage in this cage here, but you kind of have to move around. It's like a little puzzle. You can only shoot through the holes in the area, so it's kind of up to you whether or not you think that's worth it. I think that's a bit more of a pain in the ass, personally, more than anything else, so I don't tend to go and get too many pieces, but I can get these 2 boxes and kind of be on my way, I suppose. Because again, every little bit counts. It would be nice to have everything upgraded before the end of the game. And it's pretty reasonable that you can do that if you do take the time to kind of do all of the extra little things, so not a whole lot else in this little area here. And then as you can see, you can take a zip line right back down to the fire and right in front of our next tomb. So let's go ahead and do that before we move on. That way we will have completed both tombs in the area, and that will allow us to max out all of our experience and get more salvage and things like that. And maybe we'll get our treasure map as well, so that when we do make our return trip here, all of the exploration and collecting of stuff is going to be a lot easier for us. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the music right now. I'm kind of digging it, but it's kind of strange because this isn't the normal music I think you hear in Shantytown. This kind of, to me, seems more like an enemy encounter thing, but I definitely killed all of the enemies in this area. A little bit intense. So again, another very long and kind of unnecessary, in my opinion, trip into the tomb. I can't make Lara run any faster. She kind of just slowly walks and makes her way into the tomb. And then you're not able to fast travel out of the tomb either. But anyways, here's our next one. This is the Chamber of Judgment. And I really like this one. I think it's cool. It's kind of made from bodies of old planes and a bunch of plane parts and stuff like that, which I think is really neat. So of course now we have another weight puzzle. We need to try and get enough weight on this side here so that Lara is able to jump off the other side and grapple onto the wall. So we're going to start by grabbing them all. Lara can grab that first one that I grabbed by simply jumping. You can use the rope to destroy that one and grab the second one. And then for this third one here, what you need to do is toss your canisters up there to weaken the structure, and then everything will come crashing down. So again, rather simple, not terribly complicated. And then we just put this fourth one in here for good measure. And 4 should be enough. So once that's done, jump off the edge, and then you can just barely make it onto the wall. Bit of a far jump, but it is possible to do. And then we can collect our prize and get out of here.
All of these places are built on ancient ruins.
Went a lot smoother than last time, so that's good. Perfect, alrighty. We can get out of here. We got our experience, our salvage, we got another handgun part, and now our GPS cache locations will be revealed on the map. So now we just kind of have to make the long trek back. I probably do at this point now have more of an opportunity to spend my salvage and my skill points, but at this point I don't think I have anything to spend salvage on, and I just upgraded Lara, so I should be okay, I think, for the next little while. I do like at least that when you leave the tombs, they generally give you a shortcut to get out of there a lot quicker, which is nice. You don't have to come back in the way you came. Not always the case, but usually. So there we are. If we have a look at our map now, you can see that we are now 81% complete. I still have to find that last alarm for the silencer challenge, which I'll have a look for in my own spare time. We have 3 caches left to collect, 2 relics, 1 document, and then we have 1 camp, which obviously we will find as part of the main story. So we're not doing too badly so far. At this point, we're also an even 50% finished the entire game, which is wonderful. And I should point out now that this is the last camp that you're going to be able to use fast travel from for the next little while. The next couple of areas we're going to be going through are heavy on story, heavy on action, and we're not going to be able to fast travel for several different areas actually. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to call it quits, and we will probably make our final trip back to the mountain village just to get that all finished and done with. And I'll probably also be finishing up Shantytown before I move on, just because then I won't have to come back, because by the time I'll be able to come back, you know, it will be quite a while, and I want this to kind of be fresh in our memories. So unfortunately, we're supposed to be heading over there, but I'm just gonna hold on and move to that area. Probably won't take us very long, maybe a video or 2 we're going to spend doing some backtracking next time, so hopefully you guys look forward to that. I want to thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.